Всем привет! Вы на канале Котикос, и мы продолжаем проходить Final Fantasy XVI. Всем приятного просмотра и спасибо за ваше желание. С возвращением. Говорите, что из тени. Так, я не забыл, мы копим на вот эту. Что стало кубка? Почему не было вестей?
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
No surprises there. Clive,
Клайв
you're back.
вернул?
I am.
Да, и с хорошими
And with glad tidings for
вестями.
once.
Кубка покончена.
Hugo Kupka is no more. Well, be.
Надо же.
All of our comrades
Вау,
who lost
все
their
друзья
lives
по
back at Sid's place
один
be
там
smiling
выше
down at you right now.
благодарить тебя на
We had
небесах.
Stolas from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I
Look,
expect that was
дракона
your doing as well, was it?
Разрушено, то и видела.
It's a long
Huh?
story.
Потом расскажу.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
Наконец ты
It's good to be back.
и это вот.
You
Тебе
look
ему
better.
I
лучше?
feel it.
А ну-ка.
Which means I'm coming on your next little
Пере-
adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Ты больше меня
Wouldn't dream of
не
it.
брал. И я не думал.
Otto,
А то
any word on the
рассказывай.
royalist movements since I've been away? Shouldn't you be putting your feet up?
Нам бы немного отдохнуть. Раз так
If you really want to
интересно,
know,
иди поговори.
go and have a word
Привет.
with Vivian. Thank you.
Понял.
I will.
Спасибо.
Clive,
Файв.
anything catch your eye?
Ну, две. Да ну
Seen
на.
enough?
Ты что скажешь?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? Best of luck out there, Sid.
Ну, у меня вроде бы все выполнено. Добавились новые. Пустыня, питомник, пустующий дом.
Ah, the conquering
Наш
hero
храбрый
returns.
герой.
And with hardly a
И
scratch
на нем
on him.
нет царапин,
I may have picked up one or
но
two.
пара все же есть.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of visiting our resident physiker suggests that you picked up something more important. A scent. The scent of Waludas.
Вот.
The very
Лучше
same.
именно.
But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the
На
royalists,
плане есть на
He took
меня.
them to his
Нес
grave.
Югу,
as did his
нес
men,
их в могилу.
slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian.
Орки
I've
видел.
never seen such creatures in store
Никогда не
before.
видел.
The Waludas must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why
Их
work to
явно
rescue
конечно,
Kupka only to
слышал.
invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you
Бессмысленно.
know the tale of the
Вышел
blind
ли
men and the
сейчас
adamantis?
ты?
One can
думаю.
often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual
Ну да, легко
details.
сбиться с верного
One must
пути.
instead see the bigger picture. And what bigger picture is there than my map?
Что дальше?
The kingdom of Walud claims
Королевство
dominion
Валута
over
обладает
all of
властью
Ash.
над всем.
It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas
Дитя
Thar,
это
the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865.
ну да,
The
это
Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed?
Даже никто не пытался
It can
захватить
hardly be for lack
исходный
of men.
кристалл.
Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when.
Вопрос.
And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the royalist betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
Масштабного
King
плана.
Barnabas.
Кроме
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case.
и
The people of the
другие дела.
hideaway must hear the news.
Надо
Justice
остановить
has been
прослойки
done.
решили. Йоко
Hugo
Кубка
Kupka is dead.
мертв.
The wounds he left that night are still raw, especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those wounds might finally begin to heal. Consider it the price of today's
Это
instruction.
прощание.
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say? I am only human. And we are, all of us, sentimental animals at heart.
I suppose we are.
Твои прав-
Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
О, порадую всех. В черном молоте появился новый. Ага.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself. It's true what I'm hearing then.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's
Что вы
true.
знаете, не соврали.
Kupka is dead.
Кубка мертв.
No more
Выходит,
looking over
можно
our
спать
shoulders then.
спокойно.
Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head,
Ты
though.
не задавайся. Что у тебя
Is it
есть?
business
Да.
or pleasure? Going purse weighing you down? It'd better all be here. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
У тебя что можно купить?
Do you have a moment?
Уделишь мне
What is it? I'm
минуту?
busy.
Не видишь, я занят.
I wanted to tell you that
Я хотел сказать, что Юг мертв. Надо же.
I can't tell you
Я давно
how
мечтал
long I've been waiting to hear those
об
words.
этом. Вот верно. Новая жизнь.
A new beginning under a new Sid.
Новым щитом.
I'll try to live up to the name.
Постараюсь не подвести.
What do you need?
Что у
Same
тебя
for
есть?
India. Bring me the materials, and I'll
Ну,
think
вот
about
видишь?
it.
Да-да-да. Не хватает.
And
Ah, Clive.
Жаль, здесь
Have you come seeking the gift
новые
of knowledge?
они? Нет.
To share mine, actually.
Юбка.
Hugo
Kupka мертв.
Kupka is dead.
Неужто это прав?
Can it really be true?
Look, he's
Легенда
crying.
плачет. Да.
He is.
Большой
Big
нюня.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There
Ну
shall
да,
be
это
no
ж-
lessons today, only
это
thanksgiving and
счастье
merrymaking.
там.
Go, put away your things.
Вы можете идти.
Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have scoured nigh every historical tome in our collection and found nothing. Not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him with my own eyes.
Я видел.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Ну и
Whether the
существенно.
Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another projection of its power, I know not. But until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Спасибо.
It means a lot.
Это очень важно. Так что
Right.
дальше?
Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Надо бы поговорить что-то.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips. He's dead.
we're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something? Just spreading the word.
Просто сообщаю вести.
So, the professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
Mm.
No. She was
Она
right,
была
though.
права. Люди
Everyone was glad to hear the
рады
news.
нам всем.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
Игорь, хороший.
You're right.
Да, что я такие
I should.
и сделаю.
And I will. Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongue down in that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave. Very well. I'll suggest it.
Хорошо. Позову ее.
You have the look of a man with the...
Не охоть мне допух на данный момент.
Editors started reading books that don't have any. If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive. What do you want?
Окей. Что
I'm
пришло?
going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry,
Ну,
I'm
хоть
too
что-то.
busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Деформат.
Displacement
Да.
stack.
Тепловод.
And this is for...
Оно же нам...
Only the
да?
fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together.
Наш
Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I was hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts.
Первым
making.
делом мне нужно запчасти.
The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the
Three.
plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine.
И
The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air.
где их взять?
And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Full suit of
Читай
armor then.
по
Probably best to
полностью.
take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. Everything else fits onto it. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn. He'll know what to do.
I can't make head nor tail of them.
В отличие от
Luckily,
меня.
you don't need to.
Если тебе и не нужно. Да, может. Бегаешь туда-сюда, туда-сюда.
Blackthorn,
Бэксом,
can I ask a
я
favor?
могу тебя о чем-то
Hell with it.
попросить?
It's for mid.
Выкладывай. Это для Мид.
This my last chance to say I'm otherwise engaged. I'd spare myself the arseache. Go on then. What is it this time?
She said you would know. Here.
Вот.
Krieger's
Тренер
teeth.
Грегом.
Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but I can make it. Won't be easy though. And I'll need help.
Мне
Get Gavin Otto in here, will you?
All right.
Да блин, алло! Бегать что ли опять?
So Mid's roped us all in here again, has she? Typical.
Не удивлен.
Still, if that's what it takes to get her to visit Sid's grave, I'll do what I can.
And,
Кстати,
what
что
is it we need to
делать-то?
do, exactly?
Take a look at this.
Интернет.
It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about. Which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch them. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Velcroy. Stardust, they call it. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying and bringing back here.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting the sand.
And the other can go and get the rest from this supplier.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, we can get this over with. You going after the Stardust then, are you?
Yeah.
Which one of these two lucky souls is going with you?
Otto, you're with me.
Ато, ты со мной.
All right then.
Как скажешь.
Where do we find this Stardust? And
Где
how will
это
we know it when we see it?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Velcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sack loads of the stuff. Might be worth our importers at the Dalimil Inn. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon. All right. I'll meet you by the river.
Yous two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Удачи.
He cracked me.
Сюда.
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto?
Так, я...
Otto,
Ото.
sorry I'm late.
Прости, что
Clive.
позвал.
I had a quick
Клайв.
scout about. And I reckon this area's our best bet. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good idea. It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get
Пусть
filling.
не про... Ну, зайдем. Соберите звездную пыль.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me.
Где еще? Пустынная роза. Ну вот.
That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Сколько ты набрал?
Enough.
Достаточно. Надеюсь.
More than me.
Больше, чем я.
Put it all together and I can't see Blackthorn complaining. Much. Here, Clive.
Ника,
Fancy a walk?
пройтись не хочешь?
Sid would be proud.
Сиды. Ага,
Of you,
ходил за всеми.
you idiot.
Тобой,
The way you've
дурной.
carried on what he started.
Ты Он продолжил
When
его
we first met,
жизнь.
I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that fed you. But 5 years on, you're the one doing the feeding. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong,
Ты не
but I
ошибся.
changed. Thanks to Sid. And thanks to you. When I suggested taking on his name, you were the first to back me. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush.
Заставляешь только
All I did
краснеть.
was choose hope
Ну
over
да,
despair.
я дал тебе шанс,
I gave you a chance.
а ты
Yes,
умело им
but you're the one who took it.
воспользовался.
You took a rabble of homeless,
Ты
hopeless
собрал
outcasts,
кучу
brought
бездомных
back on their feet.
и
Gave them something
дал
worth
им
fighting for.
за что
Just like the old Sid did.
сражаться.
About time I was heading back, I reckon.
Что ж,
All this
пора
scrabbling about in the
возвращаться.
sand's taken its toll on the old pins.
I'll see you back at the hideaway then. You can take a well-earned rest when you get there.
Oh, I plan to.
Не
Believe you me.
возможно.
But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Ready to go home, boy?
Готов домой. Да? Ну а что тут? У нас здесь ничего пока нет.
Got everything you need.
У меня у тебя есть все, что надо? Да, давай,
Yeah,
да.
I do. Cheers for the Stardust.
Спасибо
Be enough
за
to be getting on with.
контакт. Надо человек.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on with, I could do without you breathing down my neck.
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Угу. Почти есть.
Suppose we'd better be getting back to work too.
Give us a shout if you need anything.
Да. В Минск отправляемся.
If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to hear that Blackthorn's started work on the plating.
Excellent. 1 down, 2 to go.
Осталось 2 записи.
So, what's next?
Кто на
The
очереди?
helm, of course.
Клап.
For this, we'll be repurposing fallen scrap.
Salvage from the ruins. I thought that material was all but impossible to work.
Ah, but we don't have to.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly the right shape and size pieces for what we need. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
What's her name? Right.
Oh, Sid, is this about the
И
helm?
за клапаном, да.
Yes. Mid
Yep.
said I should speak with you.
Нет,
I'll show you the
прислал.
plans then.
Я
Here
покажу.
you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to
Мифрил,
generate
да, да,
heat.
да.
That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, Were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly. The forces produced would tear the ship from stern to...
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass, near Lostwing. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces we need brought here sooner. You see, a certain unwanted visitor has taken up residence there. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's, going to be considerably more dangerous than that.
I see. Then I suppose I'd better deal with this unwanted visitor for you. Would that help?
Oh, very much. Thank you, Sid. I'll gather my team and head there right away. We'll meet you outside the ruins.
Выпусти пар. Доберитесь до перевала. И куда нам? Это нам надо вот сюда вот. Значит, добираемся.
Good day to you.
Так, это куда нам? Ну, вроде сюда нам. Сюда? Нет, не сюда. Да, нам сюда. Выпусти пар. А нам надо 4000 прокачать. Ульту.
Oh, there you are, Sid.
Вот ты да.
Thanks so much for coming.
Спасибо, что
The
в общем,
ruins
там.
are just over there, as
И
is the
существо
creature
там.
I told
Не
you
мог
about,
бы ты
I'd
так
imagine.
сказать?
Would you mind?
Of course.
Конечно.
I'll be right back.
Скоро верну.
Anybody home?
Есть. Живой упал. Да ладно.
This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. The things I do for you, Mid.
Что для меня делать?
Thank goodness you're safe.
Ты в порядке?
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed.
Теперь у нас
Well,
проблем
don't
нет.
let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Ну, а теперь можно назад.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Мид.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll
Скоро
be along
принесет.
shortly.
Что еще надо?
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just one remaining.
О, последний.
Right, the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prison for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've wrapped my brains and I just can't think what I'd do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously. I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him, see what he makes of it?
Right away.
Конечно. Опять эти перебежки.
We're seeing troops in us.
Ugh, I never
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next?
Еще одна.
What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
О чем
Consider the
ты?
lake we have made our home.
Ага,
Its
нам
blighted
типа
waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine,
железо куда быстрее,
as
чем
timber
обычно,
and
если
steel
даром.
alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have.
Смогли
But
построить.
Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragonfire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance. I shall speak to them and see what wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it might be most effectively put to use with our two friends. The knowledge of the past may yet prove useful to we of the modern era.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Ну да, что ты расскажешь?
So you need a hand, do you?
Сам не
We do.
справишься, вряд ли.
I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we
Мне
need.
нужно
I
купить
could do with some help.
кое-какие
And some company too.
The other can
ингредиенты,
assist me in
что
researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
ты нам
Always.
поможешь, конечно.
Well, if Jill's game.
Ну, не
Thank you.
знаю.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom in your capable hands, Clive. So, Clive,
Лайв,
have you
что
made your
решил?
decision? Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Ну, ясно дело,
Very
что...
well.
Да,
So then,
chill.
what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nuts.
Яйца.
Are you sure this list is right? Everything on here seems very edible. I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more exotic.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway. I'll set out now. Join me there when you're ready.
I will. Until then.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You
Удачи.
too, Talia.
И тебе, Тарья. Так, карта.
Now, where's Jill?
А где Джил?
There's talk that the glass. Keep them pilchards nice and chilled. I won't have use.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for ingredients?
I've only just started.
Я
I'm
еще не
sure everything we
начала.
need is somewhere amongst all these stalls, though. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple of ingredients each.
All right. What am I looking for?
How about you look for the Pepio nuts and some garlic? I'll find the other things we need. We can meet by the gate when we're finished.
Up! You'll not find a bruised fresh cuts. Come and get them before they.
What can I interest you in today? I hope it's to your liking.
Ну, это мы купили. Дальше.
Oi, don't touch anything. Go on, take it.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
Ты нашел?
I did.
Да.
Here.
Garlic and Pepio nuts. Perfect. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow turn all this into what Mid needs to keep her engine cool. But before we head back, would you walk with me a while? Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Was there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pies. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would.
Ну,
Thank you.
спасибо.
And I saw some bread.
Ну, а еще я тут видела хлеб.
Big white cobs like the baker back
Большие
in
белые
Rosalith used to make.
булки.
What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... Oh,
You all right?
Что?
sorry.
Прости.
It's just... you're right.
Да, ты прав.
I really do feel like a child
Я
again being here
снова
with you.
чувствую себя как в детстве.
Clive,
Ну,
you wanted
скажи.
me to enjoy this.
No, Jill.
Нет, уже.
This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so.
Надеюсь.
Thank you, Clive.
Спасибо, Клайв.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Talia. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
И тэп. Прям.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Talia how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have.
Точно.
What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Конечно.
Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. Followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me.
Да.
Thank you, Harpocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
И вернется к мне. Слава богу, что мне это надо.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid.
Прости, что
You'll be
задержался.
pleased to know that work on the shielding
Это
is underway.
работа над
You
защитой.
found something for it?
In a manner of speaking.
Вот.
Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt together. To the Black Hammer!
Черному молот.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way!
Oh, and bring me the biggest salmon you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
И некоторое время.
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's
Спасибо.
one down and just 3 more to
Один
go.
есть. Осталось.
I'm sorry.
Что?
Oh, didn't I tell
Прости.
you? The
Я не
Enterprise has
сказала.
4 mithril engines,
4
and we'll be needing a
двигателя.
displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
И ты хочешь. Да не
Don't
узнашь
worry.
ты.
Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Люди соберутся сами.
Good luck to them, I say.
Что ж,
Right,
удачи.
I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Мне их так тревожит, меня не беспокоить.
What's the matter?
Что такое?
Nothing. Just
Да так.
daydreaming.
Там что?
Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up.
Решено.
As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Есть input.
Are you sure about this?
Проверит.
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
И...
You,
я с тобой.
you were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
Я же собирался к нему на
was.
утро. Теперь.
And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Раз проект
Right.
закончен.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right.
Еще кое-что делаем.
I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Есть, капитан.
Mid?
Kit told me she was building a ship.
Right,
Clive.
Asterix.
Как
We'd
дела?
finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that? In those words?
She
Да.
did, yes.
Clive? Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Пройдите нам бак.
Is that the thing Tomes helped?
Obelus, have you seen Mid?
Ты ведь не видел?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
На тебя упал.
You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens. Got a letter for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste. And you're here now.
Thank you, Obelus.
Спасибо.
Don't mention it.
Да не за что.
What tidings, Uncle?
Ну что там тебе? Переходь. На
Troubling
пару
camera.
месяцев. Карну.
Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just
Мид
sailed off
заставил.
into the sunset.
Родной мой.
It seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks. Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Gav will be leaving with me. Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Наследие Сида.
Well, Sid,
Что, Сид?
I remember what you told
Я
me.
помню твои слова.
But if no one is listening to what you have to
Если
say, you
тебе
may as
никто не
well not
слышно
say it.
и не говорить.
But I will say this, old friend.
Но все же я кое-что скажу.
Hugo Cooker is gone.
His
His shadow loomed over us no longer.
Беспокоит.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If it had been with us, Maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know.
Да, amor.
The blight
Нашел
marches
за
on.
это все дальше.
And soon, there'll be no escaping sights like these.
И даже вот
So our mission remains
Наши
unchanged.
дни. Изменно.
We cannot stop until every mother
Минимум
crystal is gone,
пока
and their thirst for ether
он
with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the crystalline dominion.
Our next target.
Ему
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place.
Да похуй.
Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go with them? Oh, thanks, Nan.
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot. There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad. Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Уже бегу, капитан.
Be careful.
Будь осторожен.
Aren't I always?
Как и всегда.
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
Угу. 250. Достаточно такими. Вперед. А вперед мы пойдем в следующей серии.
How are you feeling?
Как
Better.
ты чувствуешь? Спасибо.
Thanks to Taya.
I'm glad to hear it.
Рад это
And
слышать.
Torgal helped too. Didn't you, boy?
Только тоже помогу, да, малыш? А на этом мы заканчиваем с этой серией. Всем спасибо, кто смотрел. Подписывайтесь, ставьте лайки. Всем до следующей серии. Всем пока-пока.